Alright, what's going on, y'all? We just had AEW Dynamite come off the air, and man, it was a hell of a show. Quake by the Lake was a banger. At least in my opinion, it was. I'm pretty sure there are some things that a lot of people are going to pick apart about it, but I don't care. I enjoyed it. It's literally the best Dynamite probably in a long time. And last week was actually pretty good, but they definitely stepped it up this week. Tony Khan, you really need to keep it going. But the big news of the night, man, I'm just going to start with this. Earlier in the day, and I had been seeing a lot of things on Twitter about this, but of course, customary as it is with AEW, of course, they're going to be talking about potential surprises, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And the most interesting thing that I came across today was a tweet where somebody talked about three different individuals. One was, of course, MJF, another was Kenny Omega, and the third was CM Punk. Now, this is significant because the tweet, and I'm paraphrasing what I saw from it, but they talked about that because I guess that was the word, was that those were three likely returns for tonight. And I guess this particular person, I'm not sure who it was, but they basically ranked off, in their opinion, what they thought was going to be most likely. I don't remember which one, but it was between Kenny and MJF as the most likely of the three, and then there would be an outside chance it would be CM Punk. And all that being because, as it's been reported, it seemed as if it was going to take more time for Punk's injured foot to heal. I gotta say, that foot looks pretty good as I see Steven Larson getting ready to go live here, but I just want to make sure that I get this out there as I got my thoughts going. But yeah, the least likely of the three wound up being the big surprise of the night, and fittingly so at the end of the world title match between Jon Moxley and Chris Jericho, or the interim title match, I should say, excuse me. But for me, this is huge because, again, I don't think anybody believed that Punk was going to be there tonight. It was either going to be MJF or Kenny Omega, or maybe a combination of the two. It was really, really hard to say, and I was watching the clock pretty carefully and closely as the match was coming to the end. And, of course, at least according to my clock, it ended right at 5 minutes to the hour. And it was just a matter of, okay, somebody's going to be coming through here, and Minneapolis is just going to go nuts. And, of course, Jericho Appreciation Society comes out, tries to help Jericho out, and then, of course, you got the rest of Blackpool Combat Club, along with Ortiz and Eddie Kingston, coming out for the save. And the next thing you know, Cult of Personality hits. I mean, I was actually going to do a recording of this, but I didn't like where my thing was here, so I had to do another take, unfortunately. I even had it to where the music was playing in the background, but yeah. You guessed it, CM Punk is back. And I think it's pretty clear at this point what the main event for All Out is going to be. Unification of the AEW World Championship. We're going to have an undisputed champion. Now, I'm not necessarily sure how this is going to shake out, but one way or the other, well, it's just like this. We're going to talk about the other two supposed surprises in MJF and or Kenny Omega, or however you want to phrase that, but I want to focus on them specifically because now, as we direct our attention to All Out, which is going to be within a few weeks, you gotta imagine that in Chicago there's gonna be yet another big surprise that will end the show, especially once the undisputed champion is crowned. I'm not really sure who I got winning that match. I'm not gonna do anything prediction-wise just yet. It's really, really interesting to see this going down the way that it is. Man, it's incredible. Like I said, Dynamite last week was better than it has been in a bit, but tonight Quake by the Lake took it a few notches up at the very least. And I gotta say, I like the way the direction seems to be heading with all this. I mean, Triple H taking over as head of creative for WWE is really making a difference, and not just with WWE, but with all of wrestling as we know it. And that's the way it should be. That's the way it should have been. God can only say how long ago, but, I'm not even going to go any further into it than that. I gotta say, I definitely like CM Punk back. He looks good. The foot looks healthy. I mean, they said on air that he wasn't officially cleared, but I imagine that's going to change sooner than later. Nonetheless, let me know what you guys think. Are you looking forward to Mox and Punk at All Out? Do you look forward to any surprises at All Out after the main event? I mean, let me know what you guys are thinking. You know how it goes. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoy. I'll catch y'all later.